Hello and welcome to a new episode of Short Track Hypocrisy. Today we'll take a look at Seo Yira, the great Korean skater, Junior World Overall Champion 2011 Kornmeier, then went on 6 years later to become the World Overall Champion in Rotterdam 2017 and came to represent his nation the Olympic Winter Games in Pyeongchang 2018 with the helmet number 1, becoming an Olympic medalist in the men's 1000 meter, capping off the bronze medal there. And later on he retired from skating and became a coach, and then a bit later on, after the Beijing Olympics, he kind of made a comeback to the world of short track as an athlete, and then he went on to win multiple World Cup medals and World Championship medals as well. And right now he's still skating. He made his own boot brand as well, in cross, pretty cool brand. So aside from that, we'll take on some of the stuff he does so well. He's such a great skater, has textbook technique, great recovery into the push, has really superb mental resilience, selfless patience, and one thing I really find interesting about the skater, that he's so unfazed by his past mistakes. He has that ability to be just, put it behind him and continue. His ability to kind of collect and gather the scattered fragments of himself and go back to the start line, go back to the beginning again, is so good. He can come back from anything, and therefore his potential is just unlimited. So yeah, we'll dig in some of the stuff he does so well here in the World Championships in the men's 1000 meter. He comes back from the disappointment of not being able to win the 1500 or the 500, and he has to make amends here in the 1000 meter to become the world overall champion. But one thing interesting that I'm gonna do in this video, that I'm gonna walk you through the quarterfinals, semifinals, and the A final throughout kind of the journey of this skater to becoming the world overall champion, because I'm gonna show you something very interesting here. So yeah, here he is in the quarterfinals. Here in helmet number 8. Gonna play this race kind of in slow mo during it starts. Show you his technique. I see 5 skaters in the men's 1000 meters. Now you see here he sits in position number 5, as I've said before, traditional Korean short track race from the back. Wait for the opportunity for the move to come and make it. Now he's unfazed, kind of calm, composed in position number 5 here, looking ahead of him. Take a look at his technique right here. You see 2 hands behind the back, so calm, so composed in position number 5. See how wide he gets on the corners, and how low he is, so beautiful. Still calm, still composed in position number 5 here with 8 laps to go. And he just looks so relaxed at top speed, so fun to watch. Now she's almost that he doesn't care, and it's like you're not training here. And all of a sudden he goes around the outside, and I'm going to show you this, very interesting. He goes around the Chinese skater right here, and then tries to make the pass on Dylan Hugerwerf from the Netherlands. But for some reason here, look, Dylan here is taking longer strides because he's a taller skater. Now, Seo Yira can have a bit of trouble with this, with making the pass stick, because this skater is just, his strides are longer, so him to kind of stick in, squeeze himself here in this position is so difficult. There is no space here, simply because the skater is just taking longer strides, and that costs him his speed. Now this is kind of bad decision making by Seo Yira. He kind of regrets that and is forced to kind of hang in position number 4 here. He kind of stands up and loses his speed here with 5 laps to go. Definitely not what you want to be in the 1000 meters in the World Championships. So yeah, but still calm, still composed here. Gets so low around the corners. Tries to build up some speed. I'm gonna play this a bit quicker. And so he's still looking for the opportunity. Got great timing into in the corners. This is still calm, still composed. See Charles Cornet leading this one. 9.41 lap times, 3 laps to go. Now see he sets up his move, he's stepping out wide. But then as he takes his corner entry, you see the Chinese skater right here making the move, dropping him position number 5. So he kinda didn't see that, didn't expect that. But then he's set up his outside pass. He's carrying him way more speed here. Look at that. How quick he is with the left skate coming out of that corner. So beautiful. He's got a great recovery into the push. Look at how much power he goes into this corner. He's now moving around the outside, trying to capitalize over any mistakes that his opponents will make right here. So you can get all three of them punched up, and he's going around the outside with a lot of speed, looking to get it just at the line to qualify. And look at how I can enters the corner so good, the upper body. He's moving around the outside here. Again, Slav Mikanov is a taller skater, so for him to make the pass stick is going to be a bit difficult here. But watch what he does. And look at how he holds that centrifugal force so tight, kind of stay on the outside, keep the speed going. Loses a bit of his speed with his shoulder check here, but still carries just enough speed so we can get it off to third position here in the quarterfinals. Now, this is a very interesting. He actually did not win his quarterfinal or even automatically qualifies. So, nevertheless, this gets him through to the semi-final, and it's not the way you want to qualify, definitely not. So we're gonna go to the semi-final here and see how he kind of picks himself up. It's very interesting. So here he is in the semi-final. See here, there's 6 skaters in this one, so even more packed field. But again, just as he does the quarterfinal, he does the same thing. Very soon the back, do what I've been doing. Don't change the strategy. It has worked for me once, it will work for me again. So he's kind of planning, kind of looking in front of him, still waiting for opportunity. Look at the gap that opened here for a second. He's not trying to close that. He's waiting. I'll play with this in slow motion. Now he capitalized over loss of speed for this Dutch skater and gets up for position number 5. You see, slowly but slowly, one step at a time. He does this so well. And still very calm, 2 hands behind the back, very composed in position number 5, skating with his teammate here. 4 laps to go. It's very difficult to be kind of this calm, this composed. Only 4 laps to go with 1,000. The pace picks up very quickly. It's so hard to make the move. It's just how Seo Yira is so good. So here Shaolan Lai making the move on the outside of Lu Xiaowang. Bumping with him a bit, trying to get into the lead. He eventually makes the pass sticks. Now this costs him a bit of a speed, kind of slows him down a bit on the front. And this is what eventually opens the door for Seo Yira. See Lee Jung-seo moving around the outside. Seo Yira still calm, still composed. Still waiting for the move. With 2 laps to go, 8.97 lap times. Now we see here how he comes in 1, 2, 3 skate triple inside pass. Now we find I'm gonna play that again. So good. Look here, he's still waiting. See, this is the pass by Shaolan Lai. Comes around the outside of Lu Xiaowang. Now see, he kinda exits the corner, takes a lot of pressure out of that corner, Seo Yira. And then looks for the opportunity. So still not going for the move right here, waits another corner. See Shaolan Lai pulling the pace up the front, Lu Xiaowang following him through. But Seo Yira so calm, so composed, here with 2 laps to go. Taking the opportunity, Lee Jung-seo is trying to come around the outside. And does this. Look at how tight, how he holds that centrifugal force coming into the corner. You know, he comes in between 1 and 2 and 3 skaters. You know, this takes guts. This takes such mental resilience to be able to do that in a men's 1,000 meters semi-final in the World Championships. And he passed all 3 of them, comes in between, and here Lu Xiaowang becoming very tired, very fatigued, 9.2 lap times. He kind of recharges, takes his corner exit a bit later on. Then comes around the outside, so much speed. Look at that right arm, like how he holds that centrifugal force. Carries so much speed around the outside. He's got great recovery into the push. Compared to Lu Xiaowang right here, you know, he's just carrying so much speed around the outside. He's more rested because he was conserving energy in the back. 8.94 lap times. You see here, Seo Yira 8.94, Liu Xiaowang 9.11. He's carrying more speed here on the final lap. With great technique, comes with great recovery into the push. Look at how low he gets here compared to Liu Xiaowang. Comes around the outside. So the great recovery into the push makes it look so easy. It's almost like kind of bouncing there on the ice. See here, instead of taking his corner entry going wide, he kind of stays here, kind of just tucks in here to kind of make Liu Jingso and Liu Xiaowang kind of bump into each other here, so he can defend his position, position number 2. Yeah, look at how tight he goes here. This prevents the skaters behind them from coming and make a move on him, kind of bunch into each other, and then what allows him to tuck in behind Xiaolonglei and moving on to the A final. Now, as I've said, he kind of finished third in the quarterfinals, and here still he doesn't win his race here in the semi-final. But again, this is better. I've had a better race. I'm getting more confidence towards the A final, even though I haven't won a race yet. So yeah, let's go here. This is the A final. Here he is, right here. Helmet number 8. I'm gonna play this a bit quicker. And see, he's still calm. He's still composed. It's almost as he doesn't care really. Yeah, this is how we want to be in short track. Just desperate, but not too desperate. But he doesn't look desperate at all. You get my point. Now here it's a bit different. He kind of utilizes of her lane position to get in position number 3, a bit quicker to the front. He's still calm, still composed in position number 3. Which is the same thing that he has been doing. He does not doing anything else. He's doing the same thing that he has been doing. So unfazed by his past mistakes and what happened in previous races, and comes in focus here on the A final. Now you see he makes a bit of a mistake here, enters the corner a bit later on. Simeon starts comes up the inside. Now he's here kind of dropped back to position number 5. But again, so calm, so composed. 6 laps to go, 2 hands behind the back. Still composed, waiting for the move. Liu Xiaowang here in the front pulling the pace. Still calm, still composed. Not doing anything crazy, still just waiting for the opportunity to come. Doing what he has been doing throughout the previous races. Here comes with 3 laps to go. Now, this is electrifying stuff. You're gonna play this in slow motion. See Xiaolonglei trying to make the move here. Seo Yira again, so calm. So see, there's nothing on his face. You know, he's so calm, so composed. Got selfless patience, you know. This is the World Championships A final, men's 1000, with 2 laps to go. But then he comes here. Look at how wide he goes around this corner. Look at how tight he's gonna hook up here. Look at how low he gets around this corner. Now he can't capitalize over the fight between Simeon and Stratov and Han Tianyu. He loses a bit of speed, goes wide, then comes at the inside of Han Tianyu and Simeon and Stratov, and Xiaolonglei for bumping with Liu Xiaowang. He gets the opportunity, carrying more speed here to tuck in front of Xiaolonglei in position number 2. Look at how beautiful that was. Gets a triple inside pass, and look, he has so much stamina here. You know, he just comes up the inside of Liu Xiaowang, who's just fatiguing to death, and look at that pass again. So good. I played a bit earlier here. I'm gonna show you the whole thing. Now, at this position, you wouldn't think that you're gonna win the race, but it's just masterclass stuff to just be able to win it in the end. It takes so much patience, so much, you know, kind of the ability to capitalize over the opportunity, no matter how trivial or small it is. And again, he kind of sees here what is he gonna do. You know, he's gonna generate a lot of speed on the outside. He's gonna hook up very tight. He planned that. You know, that's all he can do in this position. You know, what he has in control, what he has control of, is very limited. Now Simeon is a bit losing his speed here. Comes up the inside here of Han Tianyu and Simeon Stratov. See Xiaolonglei bumping into Liu Xiaowang earlier. Lose a bit of his speed. And look at how he uses his frame, his size to kind of get in front of Xiaolonglei, makes the pass stick. But look at his technical ability to hold that centrifugal force so tight, still be able to carry so much speed. And look at this corner exit. This is absolutely ridiculous. And look at how much power, how much mass he's pushing in this position to be able to come up the inside of Liu Xiaowang. Here with 1 lap to go in the men's 1000 meter in the World Championships. He's got a great recovery into the push. Liu Xiaowang getting very tired here. 8.71 lap times by Seo Yira compared to 9.08 by Lu Xiaowang. He's carrying more speed here because he was conserving in the back. And now he finds the opportunity, he makes the pass stick. He kind of puts the arm, he can hook up very tight so the skaters behind him can get bunched in. But then his disposition is carrying more speed, way more than the other skaters, and it was just checkmate, the race is over. Now I'm gonna show you something very interesting here. Now actually funny enough, Seo Yira at this position thought that there was still another lap in the race. He actually didn't know this, he's heading to the finish line. Like you see here, he's still skating here, you know, he's like he has another lap, and then all of a sudden he looks behind him and sees Lu Xiaowang celebrating. He's like, what, the race is over? And then he just can't believe it, and then he celebrates. It's very interesting to see. So yeah, after this race, Seo Yira delivers a great performance in the 3000 meter super final and becomes the world overall champion. You know, he won this 1000 meter A final, even though he didn't win his quarterfinal and he didn't win his semi-final. You know, he kind of kept going up, he kind of kept gaining confidence and doing what he has been doing throughout the qualifying rounds, unfazed by the mistakes that he did earlier on. Until came kind of unfazed by these mistakes, came to win the 1000 meter here in the World Championships, and later on become the world overall champion. I'm gonna show you here in the second victory ceremony. Here he is. See in the middle here in the World Championships in Rotterdam, the World Overall Championship ceremony. He's the gold medal with the flowers. He becomes the world overall champion. So yeah, that's something really interesting I wanted to show you today. Kind of the ability to be unfazed by your previous mistakes, something we can all learn. He does this so well. His ability to deal with adversity is just so good. Something he has always been doing well. He's still skating nowadays. And again, as I've said, he does his new kind of boot brand in cross so good as well. So yeah, he really loves short track Seo Yira. He's always been a fun skater to watch. Unfortunately, couldn't become an Olympic champion in 2018, but he really has just such a great skater, has such great achievements that he just, you know, so fun to watch. And yeah, it's just an honor to be able to look back here in 2017, see, you know, the stuff that he did so well back in the day, and the product that Seo Yira offered here in the World Championships. So yeah, that's all I wanted to show you for today. Seo Yira, great skater, and he's still skating nowadays. He could not quite make the national trials for last season or this season, but hey, he's got unlimited potential, maybe next season. So yeah, we will see, and yeah, thank you for watching.